The year is 2018. Nations are divided, paranoia runs rampant, and as soon as you think you're safe, facts become subjective.
You are listening to Conspiracy Facts.
Doodle-doo.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome.
Hi.
To
Konnichiwa.
the
Hola.
Conspiracy
Ni hao, Kailan.
Facts Podcast. I am your co-host, Ty Turner.
And I am your other co-host for some days, and other days I still am, Dylan Van Zandt.
That's all true.
Yeah.
So here on the Conspiracy Facts Podcast, we're all about getting to the facts. And today, the facts are about clones.
Clones.
That's our topic. Oh, before we get to the facts, since we're all about getting to the facts, we got some things to talk about. Number one, hey, you might be watching us right now.
Video.
Hello, we got the GoPro going. We got that set up. We're going to be doing videos on our Patreon because you guys have asked for it, and ask and you might receive. Great idea from Dylan saying, hey, let's put this on the Patreon because people want it.
And people want to see me.
And now you get it.
Yep.
You're also going to get a bonus episode that we will be recording back to back.
Yeah. And the thing that's great about the video on Patreon now is if you're just mooching off of it, listening to the free podcast, you don't know if I'm naked or not. But if you have the video, you know if I have clothes on.
That's true. And that's something that you're always going to want to fact check.
Right. Changes week to week.
Yeah. So, Conspiracy Facts Podcast, now you can see our beautiful faces. And
or
here,
our bodies.
Question
mark.
You might. Who knows what you're going to see. But if it's there, you can see it.
Right.
So let's get into it. Today we're talking about clones. Because there are a lot of clone-spiracies. And that is as much as I've prepared for this.
All right. Well... let's talk. Okay, so we obviously know. I mean, everyone knows about Dolly the sheep, right?
Dolly the sheep. They took her DNA, took some of her cells. They took another sheep, some of their cells. They shocked them real good, and they put them in another sheep, and then they got a clone of the original sheep, and they named it Dolly.
Dolly.
Now the problem with that clone is, let me get into this, because they had to have a surrogate carry it and then give birth, and that's the quote clone.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I know a clone to be.
Right.
That's a bullshit clone. It might have the same DNA, but that's not a clone.
Right.
If you're talking about like a real clone, I'm talking multiplicity.
We're talking like copy machine.
Yeah, exactly. 3D print me and have all of my memories and everything to the point where even my clone doesn't know that it's the clone.
Right.
And then give it some real fucking existential dread. And I know just because of how I would handle that information. It's going to be funny. It's going to suck for that guy.
Damn.
Fuck that guy, I guess.
Yep. Well,
the Dolly the sheep clone, what do you think, Dylan?
I think that's a fact.
It is a fact. So
I think, I mean, I agree with where you're coming from. You know, there's a whole, like, the Hollywood version of clones where, you know, it's the same exact. I mean, you step
it's got washboard abs, and it's got blonde hair, styled really nice.
Right? Yeah.
Real Hollywood motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, like, but then again, you know, scientifically, you know, if you have the exact same DNA, that's where it's going to come into play.
That's going to be a factual clone.
That's a factual clone. That's your scientific clone.
And they can do that with humans. It has been proven. They went through the whole process, same as with the sheep, with the human cell, and they had it, and it was ready to go, and they were like, look, bitch, we can do it too. And then, you know, ethically and legally, they weren't allowed to actually let it grow. Mm-hmm. But they did have it ready, so that is the fact.
Yeah.
It could be done with humans. It's just, what are the implications of if we could clone ourselves? Would you, okay, first of all, would you want to clone yourself Dolly style or Multiplicity style? Now, have you seen the movie Multiplicity? I think it has Michael Keaton in it. It's a classic from, I believe, the late 90s. So a guy clones himself because he just doesn't have enough time.
Okay.
There's only so much time in a day.
Yeah.
Man, we all got 24 hours, so. And he's got too much. Dude, he's got his fucking wife. There's more to the movie. Yeah, you know, he's got all sorts of. So he goes, they scan him up or whatever, and he gets another version of himself. But here's the thing: is every time he clones himself, it's kind of a little bit removed from his actual self. So the personality will be a little bit off. Mm-hmm. And so the whole sort of where the movie goes is that each clone decides, oh, fuck, I don't have enough time on my hands.
Yeah.
And they clone themselves, and it goes down the line, and each clone progressively gets weirder and weirder and more fucked up and way further different than him. And then the show gets a little bit problematic because the final clone ends up being like very obviously mentally disabled.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of the punchline of that.
Yeah.
So basically, that's Multiplicity. Mm-hmm. It had its moments, but there were definitely some points in there that were questionable. Too, with one of the clones, the very last clone that I just talked about, ended up having sex with the wife, and she didn't know, because this was whole cloning situation happened behind the wife's back. How? So, I mean, I don't want to just get into like a Multiplicity podcast.
Yeah.
But what were the other clones supposed to do? Like, what life can that clone live now? Because it's not like they can go out and meet other people in the town. Everyone knows that guy. Mm. They're not going to go get their own wife. They just got to live as copies of this other dude.
Yeah. Maybe if they have the same personality, they have the same agenda.
But they don't. See, they are all different. They're progressively getting like further and further from the original guy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I need
to watch that movie. See, the only, you could go, the whole Star Wars route of cloning, where it's just literally just millions and millions of you made. And this is weird. Can I borrow some of that chapstick?
Yeah, okay. There you go.
I meant to put some on before I got on the podcast.
That's okay. So would you rather have Star Wars style cloning, Multiplicity style cloning, or Dolly the Sheep style cloning of yourself? Now think about it, because if you get the Dolly one, you're gonna have to raise a baby, and it's gonna be you.
Yeah. But if it's Multiplicity style, apparently they just mentally degrade.
Yeah.
And then,
but how many of them would you really need? I guess it just depends. So then if you want a lot, obviously you're gonna go Star Wars.
Yeah.
If you want a child but you want it to be perfect, you're gonna go Dolly route.
Right. Yeah.
So Multiplicity.
But would it be cheaper though? I feel like in vitro would be cheaper than cloning.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
maybe a little easier to handle because you know how to handle yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe in this scenario, money isn't an option. Like all three across the board are the same price.
The same price.
I'd say then you gotta go the Star Wars. Yeah, you gotta go with the Star Wars. You're just getting so much more. It's just such a good deal.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good deal.
You're getting all those clones for practically nothing.
They're just disposable,
Yeah, you could have your own population. Like you could just take over the planet with that, and it's just all you.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder, like, if there was ever any, like, in the Star Wars universe, if there ever was, like, some clone who killed one of the, like, generals or something and then
replaced.
Yeah. All right. Have you seen General Martin? I'm right here.
Yeah, that's me, man. Oh
my God. Up,
dude. I mean, it's so expansive and the lore is just so deep. I'm sure it could have been.
I'm sure too.
And if not, then fucking call up George Lucas and see what he's doing.
George.
Hey.
Hit me up.
Giorgio.
Yeah.
If you're watching / listening.
At George Lucas.
Hey, George Lucas, if you're supporting us on Patreon right now, I just want to say thank you so much. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you for all you do. Actually, you're a person, not a huge fan.
Oh my God. Is that what is that our comedy podcast? Hey, thanks guys for listening. It's been great. We're going to shut it down now.
We've gotten through everything we've wanted to get through, and this is where we've come to.
We came out on the other side and we saw the light.
Yeah. So what are there any, like, we are conspiracy facts. Is there anything like any kind of theory, or not theories, but like conspiracy facts that you might have about cloning or about someone who might be a clone or?
Oh yeah. I believe I'm a clone.
Oh.
So
of
myself. But that guy died, so here I am. I've talked about before how I was abducted by aliens, and I think that they have made copies of me. And in my life, there are times when I've just, maybe fallen asleep, and it's been a very deep sleep, and I wake back up and I just feel like a clone.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's not that funny if it's that, like...
Yeah, I know, and you would think that I wouldn't be laughing, but...
It just kind of...
It's one of those things where it's so emotional that my only reaction is to laugh.
Yeah.
It's like that whole Logan Paul situation when he was outside the forest and he had just videoed a human's remains and he's giggling about it.
Yeah.
It's like that, but a lot less shitty, and also it's a joke. So never mind about everything I said.
Yeah, screw Logan Paul.
Dylan, what are your facts about clones?
You know, I don't think that necessarily I am a clone, but I think, you know, I think there are several celebrities who are clones.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That is something that so many people legitimately believe. Mm-hmm. And I think it comes down to, if you are in the public eye and there's going to be like this drastic change with the way you look or the way you sound, people are going to know. They know that you're a clone. Because the first explanation is not going to be they aged or they had some sort of cosmetic surgery or, you know, anything about them changed whatsoever that is normal and comes with time. It's they've been killed and they've been replaced, and it's just not quite what it needs to be. The technology isn't there, so the clone's a little bit off.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the G.I. Joe movie? The one with Channing Tatum? Well, the first one?
No.
Anyways, the president in that movie gets taken hostage, and some shapeshifter guy turns into him and makes the president go evil. But like, I think that's kind of like what could be happening with, you know, not necessarily government officials. I mean, all government officials, but, you know, some of them and some actors, and you know, you just have like someone, you know, kind of like if you create a clone and all of a sudden they're a little more maniacal than you, they can... Oh
yeah, that's always a risk.
Yeah, it's I mean, another movie reference, you ever seen Ex Machina with... kind of like that, where he creates this AI and she like kills him. And
so let's develop a Turing test for clones,
right,
and see if we can tell if they're clones, if they believe they're clones, if we know they're clones.
Okay. Well, since you said you believe you're a clone, how about I test you?
Okay, give me the clone Turing test real quick.
Let me Google some options real quick.
Okay.
Tyler, you keep it.
Yeah, I'll break it down real smooth here. We'll get into the jazz late night radio section of the podcast.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to the seasoning stylings of Tony Dashery. And oh wait, here, let me say this. Oh fuck, I lost it as soon as I got it. Never mind. Well, clones, a lot of people... Oh yeah, it's about the celebrities, like Avril Lavigne. A lot of people think that she's a clone, like legitimately. And there's all these people with proof about like, oh, her face looks a little bit different, her music sounds different. I don't think she's a clone. I just think maybe that she was in some sort of accident that like took most of her brain away because or maybe not even her brain is physically gone, just like her ability to make decisions, because she, first of all, married the guy from Nickelback, and then her whole life was downhill after that. She made that horrible racist Hello Kitty song, and like she was like in her 30s. She should have been doing some like, I don't know, Adele kind of shit if she wanted to be like a real... I just wish that her music would have matured along with her.
Avril
Lavigne.
Yeah.
So really. So I'll tell you later.
Okay. Okay. So I found on Quora, what 10 questions would you ask a machine/human for the Turing test?
See, now I know though. That's one of the things is you're not supposed to Turing test me.
But
it's to see if you can tell, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
How come time flies like an arrow, but fruit flies like a banana?
Is that serious? What did you... There's no way that's a Turing test.
Number 2, is the difference between fish purely that one of its legs are both the same? The following sentence is true. The previous sentence is false. Is the previous sentence true?
So did you Google... Surely you didn't Google an actual Turing test.
I Googled Turing test questions, and that is what the first thing that pulled
You're not just fucking with me?
I'll show you. I'll show you.
That's so funny. And we have the facts. All right, yeah, let me get it. Let's try it. Let's do it then. Okay. I thought you were fucking with me, but no, let's do it.
Okay. How come time flies like an arrow and fruit flies like a banana?
Okay, this is because that is a play on words. So the first one is time flies, talking about the passage of time moving swiftly like an arrow.
Uh-huh.
The next one is about time flying quickly like an arrow. That's me trying to glitch out. Okay, no, but seriously, I'm not fucking around. Fruit flies are an insect and they like fruits. Boom, let's go.
Is the difference between a fish purely that one of its legs are both the same? Maybe I'm a clone. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, see, fish don't have legs.
I'll count that as correct.
Thank you.
The following sentence is true. The previous sentence is false. The previous sentence true?
Schrödinger sentence, man. It's both true and false. That's what I'd say.
I wasn't originally going to get a brain transplant, but then I changed my mind. Is that funny? Why?
Oh yeah, that's funny because it's a play on words. That's comedy. It's better than half of our podcast. I'm just kidding. We're good at this, I hope.
What do you get if you cross a joke with a rhetorical question?
A lot of really fucking stupid answers. I learned that one from Twitter. What? I wish there was a punchline to that.
That is the punchline. What do you get if you cross a joke with a rhetorical question?
I answered it like an asshole. No, I literally made this today. No, check this out. My last tweet right now, I'm going to show you. And you're going to be like, are you fucking kidding me, you dumbass? My latest tweet 3 hours ago. Why do people always think they need to answer my rhetorical questions? Swear.
That's funny.
No, I'm the jackass. I'm a fucking clone. I just lost the Turing test.
Okay, so this one, I it kind of ruins it for you. But is the following word spelled correctly? Correctly. It's knapsack. That's how it's spelled.
Knapsack.
Yes.
No.
How's it spelled?
With an N, no K.
Well, first off, no, but did you see the little asterisk? Because that's not a capital K, it's a Greek capital letter kappa.
Oh.
Why? That's stupid.
Probably because a human wouldn't notice that, and I'm just bad at spelling.
Read number 7.
Okay. Do you know what the time is? Do you know what the time is? But it's all spelled weird.
It's D-U-E.
Oh.
Yeah, no. D-U-E.
D-U-E.
Yeah. D-U, like a baby sheep, E-W-E. No, N-O. Wart, the time, T-H-Y-M-E. Ears. Do you know wart the time ears?
Yeah, so I'm not a clone, man. I figured that one out.
Shit, but you answered one incorrectly. Actually, you answered 2 incorrectly about the knapsack and about
the knapsack. Question. The test was if I pointed out kappa. If I pointed out kappa, I'm a clone. I didn't point out kappa, so therefore I passed it. I didn't have to know the spelling. True, That's actually more human. To err is human, and I erred. So I'm gonna make my case. I'll fucking filibuster for my. No, I'm kidding.
Was 6 afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9, or oh no, never mind, not reading that one. 9. God asked Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac because he wanted to test his faith. Whose son and whose faith are we talking about?
Oh Christ, I don't know, man. Let's say it again.
God asked Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac because he wanted to test his faith. Whose son and whose faith are we talking about?
Abraham.
Yes. Had many sons? Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you.
All right.
And last, would you rather sacrifice 1 adult to save 2 children, or 2 children to save 5 adults, and why?
Oh Christ! The trolley. Oh man. Okay. Kill the adult, save the children. Children are our future. They got to grow up and do some shit.
You want to? I mean, just answering. Here's what I would do. So, would you rather sacrifice one adult to save 2 children, or 2 children to save 5 adults? Here's what I would do. I would sacrifice the 2 children to save 5 adults, and then I'd sacrifice all 5 of them to save 10 children.
I don't think it works like that. Damn it. All right.
I believe the children are the future.
Yeah. I'm really curious as to the one that you didn't read. What was the problem with it?
I mean, I just don't know if it's appropriate for this podcast, number 8.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a weird joke to have on there.
Yeah,
so they tried to make a joke, and it was just, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not something.
I mean, it won't hurt to be censored.
Yeah, exactly. So what? Am I a human or am I a clone?
Well, you got 2 out of 9 wrong. Well, okay, so I'll say 1.5 because you know, to err is human, but you know you got to get those questions right to be not a clone.
Okay, interesting.
And he didn't give me a rubric.
Okay,
so you know, let's see if there's more questions. Well, I mean,
based on your
assessment, yes,
assassination is
close. Last week's podcast is all about that.
You know that. Your assessment. What do you say?
That's bad news for you, Tyler.
Fuck. What?
You have cancer.
Oh my god. You knew all that based on the Turing test? Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be something going on up that head.
Okay. Surely I'm a clone, right? I've got to be a clone.
I'd say so, honestly.
Okay. God damn it.
I mean...
So what's my purpose?
Your purpose?
Why was I cloned?
See, that's the question. You know, maybe your original self is still held by those aliens.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Just knowing...
Fuck him. This is my life now.
No, okay. So Tyler, I have known you a long time. What age would you say that you were cloned, if you can remember?
I'd probably. It's not like there was any sort of major change in me as a person ever at any point in my life. So I don't know. It could be any time. I'm gonna go with 16.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was like when you were in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, getting back from Hawaii. I think that I got like a major haircut that year, and maybe that's like, you know, being cloned shook me up.
Yeah. See, maybe. I mean, look at the bright side. You know, you're down here doing stupid YouTube videos and stupid podcasts.
The Lord's work.
But Father Abraham. No,
there we
not
go.
again. Oh shit. But maybe, you know, maybe you're ruling the aliens now. Maybe you are the, like, you know, if an alien came to Earth, chances are they'd take over the world. Just because, I mean...
Why wouldn't they?
Why not? Yeah. I mean, what else are they going to do today?
Yeah.
But, so, you know, probably they took you back to their home planet and you're just like, look, dude, I rock.
I rock. Check out my YouTube channel. And they'd be like, shit, get him up there.
Shit, boy.
Shit. Yeah,
how
that's
are you
probably
still
what
making
happened.
content?
My clone.
Yeah.
Y'all hooked me up with that one, remember?
Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's probably what happened. And thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Maybe that's why you have so many subscribers. A lot of them are aliens.
Yeah, I think so, because I do have a lot of subscribers, but I don't get very many views and comments.
Yeah,
so I think it's because of the aliens.
Yeah, their internet. I mean, they use
there's
like
something weird going on,
like proxies and stuff. So their views and likes don't count.
And they're typing probably with their brains, so there's no comments coming up. So
yeah,
it's like it all just, if they want to see a YouTube video, they just pull it up.
Yeah,
and so they don't really interact with it much. There's no like interface. It's just all.
No, yeah,
kind of stuff,
no. One thing that, you know, I have a question about, because I mean it is a bit of a fact. If you've seen the 1990s documentary The Matrix, what if clones are just scientists hacking the code of the Matrix and putting another, like, I mean, Like how they could insert guns.
Okay, last week's episode was about the simulation. The week before last was assassination.
Was the assassination. I
Guys,
forgot.
sorry.
Yeah. Whoops.
Dylan really dropped the ball on that
shit.
one.
Yeah, oh, God. Oh, man.
They're going to go back and watch last week's, and they're going to be like, where's the assassination? I watched the whole hour through and nothing.
Sorry about you. We can talk about assassination every week if you want.
Yeah, and that way at least then we'll be accurate.
Right.
Sorry to interrupt you, but did you say they're hacking the simulation we live in?
Right, and
that's
just
where
kind of like
are?
Yeah, kind of like how in the Matrix when they put guns in places or anything they need, they just kind of code it in.
Yeah.
Well, they just kind of code in a new one of you, and whenever they like realize that's what they need or something. I mean, if you ask politely, maybe another one of you will pop up.
I'm gonna do that. But on my own time,
yeah, I get you.
Because that's gonna be an emotional moment when I meet my clone. When they beam him down to me, or code him up into existence.
But you could do it now, so the video podcasters can get a witness of it.
Yeah, I think they've earned it.
Yeah,
you're right.
So.
You're right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
All right, Tyler.
Okay.
Let's pray.
Dear Codemaker, I'm going to need you to do me a fat fucking solid real quick for my Patreon fam on this podcast. Because they paid $10 a piece to watch this. And I just want you to get me one clone. That's all I ask. Can I get one clone in here? And now we wait.
Amen.
Amen. Hey, thanks.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Tyler, there are two of you.
Wow. Hey. Oh, hey. Wow. Oh my god, you're telling me, dude. Damn. Is that? Yeah. Oh my god. Wow. He's not very articulate, I've noticed.
You guys gonna call it what you can say is, oh god, oh hi, hey, oh no.
Yeah, because neither of us really know what to say. It's kind of awkward.
You don't have any questions for him?
Yeah, I think I just fell in love, dude.
Oh man,
that was so weird. Hey, do you mind just kind of sitting there and being quiet for the rest of the podcast? Oh yeah, I can do that. Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks.
Sweet.
Wow.
Is his name Tyler emotional.
Too? I don't know what we're gonna name him. What should we name him?
How about Gyler? Because he's a guy.
Yeah, let's name him Gyler. Do you like Gyler? Yeah. All right, sick. Hey, Gyler, do me a favor real quick, Gyler. Do a cartwheel. I want to check my form.
Oh, dude, wow. That was the best cartwheel.
That was a really good cartwheel.
That was the best cartwheel. What? Here's the thing, though.
So now I know all those years of gymnastics paid off.
But what if you're like?
What if Gyler's better than me?
Gyler, close your ears. Okay. What if Gyler, like his little twitch or like mental thing,
something going on.
Is that he's better at gymnastics than you, and so you think that you're really good at cartwheels, but he's really just better.
Oh my god. I hope that's the only thing he's better at me than. Better than me at.
Probably not. Hey, Gyler.
Hey, Gyler, can you do
ears off.
Snap as fast as you can, as many times as you can in a row. Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay, so he can do a good cartwheel and he's a fast snapper.
Snap fast. That doesn't mean anything. Hey, Gyler.
How fast?
Flex for me. Yeah. Show me your bicep.
Oh shit. Man.
Okay. Well.
That got me hard.
Oh.
Hey, Gyler. How quickly can you tie your shoes? No, I'll untie them for you.
Oh,
holy
wow.
Shit. Wow. That's like record setting.
That was really fast.
Shit. He even double knotted it.
Yeah. And then, okay, well.
Wow. So, Tyler, it sounds like...
Gyler, cover your ears again. What the fuck am I going to do about this, man?
I don't know, but I think I'm better friends with him.
No, I got to get rid of him. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. He's pretty cool.
This guy's been here for 5 fucking minutes. You don't even know him.
He's pretty cool, though.
Dear Codemaker. I appreciate so much the Gyler that you've bestowed upon me, but get this fucking chump out of here. Would you?
No, Gyler.
Can you please?
Where are you going?
Amen.
Gyler. No.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And he's gone. And that's it. And that's what happens when you try to do stuff better than me. You get phased out of the fucking simulation. You get deleted and overwritten by my bomb ass podcast. Hey, and with that, are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna take a moment to mourn Gyler and to listen to our sponsors. Let's hear from our sponsors.
Walmart.
Quit saying Walmart every time I say that. Alrighty, here we are, just me and you. Let's have a chat. Let's talk about Adorable Aesthetic. Guys, Adorable Aesthetic is a very cool shop online that sells all sorts of cute stuff. It's got enamel pins, it's got plushies with Doge and Rilakkuma and all sorts of cute shit on there. Squeeze toys that look like food and smell good. It's got enamel pins. I think I already said that. Cute stationery stuff, little sticky notes that look like Windows 95 error pop-ups, and other cute stationery things, erasers and different types of paper. And it's got a lot of cool clothes and jewelry. Very, very cool stuff that I think you guys would like to check out. So, adorableaesthetic.com and Adorable Aesthetic on Instagram. Check them out. Thank you, Adorable Aesthetic, for sponsoring. Next up, we have the Patreon, and we have our very own tier on Patreon that is $10 a month that you can basically crowdfund this show, and that's awesome. You also get extra content. You're going to be getting video. This episode will be on video if you choose to go get the tier, and then you can see us, because that's what you guys have been asking for, and so that's great. We also have an extra monthly episode that will be up close to the time this is uploaded. This month is about The Office. It's very cool. We're going to be doing different kinds of media, talking about TV shows that we like, movies that we like or don't like, and then maybe a little bit of YouTube stuff, various, video media stuff. And it's very cool because Dylan and I are both film enthusiasts. We both, have dabbled in filmmaking on our own. And so I think it's going to be really fun. We recorded one episode today and it was awesome. It was, I hope that you guys like it. I think that if you like this podcast and you want to hear more of a serious side and more of our thoughts on stuff and stuff that we really enjoy talking about, I think you would really like that. But it's not too serious. Okay, let's move on. Finally, we have my merch store. I am dropping new merch soon and or have already dropped new merch. So go check that out. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for all of your support. It means the world. I'm glad you guys like the podcast. It's fucking dope. It's been chill, my dudes. And now let's get back to the show. And we're back. Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you for all of your sponsors.
Thank you for your sponsorships.
And the ones who don't give us money, no thank you.
No thanks. So now that we've established that it's a fact that we, first of all, do live in the Matrix.
Right.
We have today proven that we live in a simulation.
Right, thanks to Gyler.
Yeah. And two, that clones can just sort of be phased into the simulation and coded in. If you ask nicely, you can get a clone. But fuck, man, you got to be careful because you might be asking for competition that you don't really want. Right,
true. So, especially when it comes to gymnastics or snapping or tying your shoes.
Yeah. We know those three for sure. Factually, clones are better at that. Oh, wow.
Well, so what else? I mean,
okay, so I think that after that experience, the next time I get a clone, I'm going to do the Dolly style and raise it.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to ask questions to progress. I think Dolly style would be the best to kind of, that way you can nurture it and you can
and I can raise it to be worse than me.
Right. That's what kids are all about.
Exactly. It's about raising stupid, shitty little versions of yourself.
Did you say virgins or versions?
Both. Fucking
virgin versions.
That. Yeah.
I watched 4-Year-Old Virgin the other day with my girlfriend for the first time. I'd never seen it before.
You hadn't?
No.
Whoa.
And I about had to turn it off halfway through because it was too relatable.
Yeah, you're like, damn, yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, I was like, anything he'd say, I'd be like, that is so fucking me. Like,
damn.
Like, oh, me so honey.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've made up sex stories before, like in high school.
Oh man, nice.
Anyways,
I mean, I'm sure that's extremely relatable.
It is, and it was good to see.
And that's why they put it in the movie, you know.
Right, so. Yeah. No, but it was funny. But anyways, so what do you think some negative effects of cloning could be? Like, besides obviously I mean, you being by yourself. I'm not gonna play with it. I'm just holding it because I might need to scratch my back.
Okay, Dylan. For those of you listening, just picked up a back scratcher, and if you, yeah, okay.
There we go. Okay.
And so
I had this like mad itch on the like worst part of my back to have an itch, and I just I just needed to get it out.
Middle level of the back.
Yeah, because I used to be able to like do this, but behind my back, and actually I used to be able to like fucking be able to fold my arms.
For those of you who can't see, he's moving his hands around. So
I used to be able
it's
to
very impressive
to like train car lock my hands together.
That's a way to put that. It's a train car lock.
I learned that in MMA. Yeah. You got a train car lock.
Train car lock. Well, yeah. I feel that too. I feel like I'm so stiff in my old age.
Yeah.
I have no flexibility. I used to be able to do the splits. The other day I was drunk and I kept trying to hit the splits and Christy was legitimately concerned that like I was going to hurt myself. I've started doing yoga just to just to be more flexible. It's all right. But my girlfriend said I got blackout drunk at a friend's birthday party, came home, and then started meditating in my underwear in the driveway. In the driveway? Yeah. That's where that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're finding your zen. See, a lot of people get blackout drunk and start fucking tearing shit apart.
Right.
So at least you weren't doing that.
Right.
That's not a bad problem to have.
She said I did this after I was bawling my eyes out.
No.
I was like, then I went outside and she said I meditated. And I don't know how to meditate, but she said I was just sitting there like cross-legged, like finger hole signs out. Wow. But anyways, back to clones.
That's cool though, man.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you. I hope. I kind of do and don't hope that you found some good revelations, because if you did, you won't remember it. But if you didn't, then that might have been a waste of time. So hopefully you did.
Yeah.
But
nothing else. I bet it felt all right.
Yeah, that's good.
I love being in my underwear outside and when I'm drunk.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So some
negatives of having a clone
of cloning in general.
Cloning in general. Well, we're kind of already overpopulated.
Right. Well, true.
And along with that, you have to think about just the kinds of people there are. Uh-huh. It's like to live in a society at all, everyone has to give up small little bits of their freedom for the greater good.
Right.
Even in free countries like America.
Yeah.
You're not totally free. You can't just murder people. So you give up, reasonable amounts of your freedom so that everyone can live free here. I think the same applies to things like there are really shitty people in the world that are they're just people that you don't want to be around.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want them to have a clone, so you have to give up your having a clone.
Right.
Because who's going to decide that? Mm. Everyone's always going to have a problem with someone having a clone, and everyone's also going to always want a clone of themselves. So they just say, hey, let's meet in the middle and just not do clones.
Right. But what if you can make an army out of clones? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, now it feels like we're back to the Star Wars thing. So
well, that's the one example of all this that I know best.
Sorry, did you think I was like grabbing your leg?
I was hoping so.
I was going for it, man. I was emoting very big, and I just got so.
Now that we have video on this podcast,
they're gonna see
the Patreon subscribers can now see how much Tyler touches my leg.
Yeah. It was nice before, and now I think it's just gonna weird people out because they're gonna know about it.
Yeah, I liked it when it was our thing.
Goodness me. I think that's. I mean, what do you have any final thoughts on clone?
I think we should be careful about it because, you know, it could, I mean, it could be like an AI, you know, and not where like, you know, you have to program it, but where it can go rogue because it doesn't really understand the limitations of it. It hasn't experienced society enough. I mean, even if it has the same personality transferred from one person to the other, it doesn't have the same life experiences to where you know the value of consequences, and to where, like, you know, it will do what I mean. I feel like if I realized that I was a clone of someone and I was limited to that person's potential, I'd do everything I could to break out of that. I'd feel like feel a little claustrophobic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I feel like, you know, in the near future we're gonna have a clone uprising, and clones are gonna clone themselves. Wow. And it's just gonna be, I mean, it's
and we're probably gonna end up to a situation where it's like we just gotta start forming an entirely like different society for all the clones. So it's like there's us, and then there's us too, and that's where all our clones live, and they have their own lives. And hey, it's probably nothing like what we're doing because they have all our memories, and they're like, we're gonna get this fucking. I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna get really far from that, and I'm gonna use real words. Yep. And then if they clone themselves, then those clones are going to want to go live by themselves, or else, yeah, it's going to be an uprising. We're all going to die. So we got to find a way to live well, but we can't intermingle. We can't have humans and their clones living together in the same society, because then there's going to be identification issues and, you know, murders. But then that's also setting you up for an easy escape. I mean, there's a lot of different strings you could tie to these whole like alternate societies of our clones, where like maybe I could pay someone over in the clone space to kill my clone, and I'm gonna go replace him because I don't like my life. Maybe I got into a bunch of debt. I took out a shit ton in credit cards, and I just got all this cash that I've been hoarding, and I'm gonna fake my death and go live my clone's life. Yep.
Elvis Presley.
That's just like what happened to Elvis.
Next
week on the podcast, we're really going to get in deep.
See, I think the solution to all of that is to do what we did originally, where Australia just becomes a giant prison again. Everyone in Australia moves off of the island. Yeah. And we move all of our clones over there.
Oh, we make it like a game show like Big Brother. Clone Island.
Yeah, there we go.
And you know it's going to be so dramatic because there's all sorts of weird fucking animals going on. God. There's going to be big spiders. My clone's going to hate Australia, I guarantee.
Yep.
Watch that guy squirm. Fuck you, Gyler.
Yeah, come on, Gyler. Yeah. Try snapping that spider away.
Yeah, really. Let's see how fast you can tie your shoe when an alligator's ripping you in half. So, see ya, man.
Alligators.
Yeah, cartwheel into the Great Barrier Reef, my dude.
Yep.
And fuck yourself. Gyler.
Oh, you got him.
Fuck. Yeah.
Got Gyler.
Hell yeah, got Gyler, man.
Well, should we... is it time to move on?
We should move on. Okay. I think we should go into our next segment, which is roll 80s music. I can feel it. Okay, so
every 80s song is a Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, man.
Oh Lord.
That's our new intro music.
Okay,
that's perfect. So every 80s song, played in order, tells the story of the Wizard of Oz. That is our personal conspiracy fact that we came up with, and we are
proving it week to week.
We're fucking hell-bent on proving this weekly.
Yeah.
So we go down the top 100 Billboard songs of the 1980s. We are on the year 1980 on
still
song number 6. And this is Paul McCartney 2, Coming Up.
I think that's the album is McCartney too.
Okay. Well, there's just a lot in that title. Then I just went for the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. So it is by the artist Paul McCartney from the album Paul McCartney 2. No, just McCartney 2.
Yeah.
And the song is called Coming Up. And we're just going to have us a little listening party. So pause and go listen to the song. Come right back. We're going to talk about the lyrics.
Yeah.
Clap. And we're back. We just listened to Paul McCartney 2, coming up.
Paul McCartney coming up on Paul McCartney channel.
From McCartney 2.
McCartney.
And
not Jesse McCartney. That's why you've been clarifying, probably.
Yeah, because everyone's going to think it was
Jesse McCartney 2.
I don't want another pretty face. Wrong guy.
This is coming up.
We're listening to Paul McCartney coming up. We just did. and we're here to talk about how this tells the story of the Wizard of Oz. And man, does it ever.
Does it ever.
Oh, yeah. So, Dylan, you want to go?
Yeah. We're getting into the very descriptive nature of this theory and how it, talks about literally every small detail. You can look in the verse that says, I can't read it from here.
I love that one.
Stick. It says, stick around, I say. Stick. What does the scarecrow stand on?
Oh, shit.
Sticks.
It's got him.
Yeah. So it's
Sticks.
about the scarecrow. And then it says, grows like a flower.
Yep.
Or coming up like a flower. What comes up like a flower? Straw. There you go. So
that's just like a flower.
And what's stuffed with straw? Scarecrows. And what's a scarecrow on?
A stick.
Meth.
Oh,
but
Christ.
No, it's just a little.
I definitely see where you're coming from with that.
Tyler, what are your thoughts?
Well, absolutely. It's got to be about the scarecrow for sure. They're talking about you want something, you want a friend. You want a friend you can rely on. And that's Scarecrow. Yeah. Everyone in her life has been flaking out. It's been weird. They've been singing to her and sending her on the road. Yeah. And now she's like, I just need someone to hang. I need someone to come walk this fucking long ass road, man.
Yeah.
And
Toto's not enough.
Toto, the thing about the Toto is that it's a dog.
About the Toto?
Yeah. So that's one of those where, yeah, it's great, but once you get into it, it's like, how much can the Toto even do for you? Because it's like, it's like I just have something to take care of. It's a great companion. Oh, it's cute. It's gonna brighten my day. But when the Wicked Witch starts throwing fireballs at me, I mean, the Toto did some cool shit.
It sounds like a deity.
The Toto.
The Toto did some shit, but he can't really be there for you.
Yeah, the Toto isn't a friend. It's more of a protector.
Right. What if the Toto is actually like the character that Toto plays is the Toto who is the all-seeing being getting her on this quest.
The Overwatcher of Oz.
The Toto.
The Toto. Yeah, I think, and that's kind of what this conspiracy is all about, is actually bringing up what the original creators of the film intended.
Or the original creators of the book.
It's not very true to the book.
Oh.
From what I've heard.
Oh, yeah, because, they had diamond slippers and... Didn't they have diamond slippers?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Diamond slippers and, like...
I finished 3 books in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I finished The One Thing, the book I let you borrow.
Oh, yeah.
I finished Buffering by Hannah Hart. And I finished Save the Cat. It's a screenwriting... Those are 3 books I finished.
Oh, gotcha. I finished more books than that, but I haven't finished a book. It's sad. I haven't finished a book since like junior year of high school, and it was the Motley Crue autobiography.
Nice.
Yeah, I just can't read books anymore. Like I listen to audiobooks. I've been listening to Game of Thrones on audiobook.
Nice.
But yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I've listened to audiobooks too. I think just to clarify, that was a joke. I have read more than 3 books, but it's been very few and far between.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 books that I could remember reading, but I know that I've read other books.
I remember, when I was in middle school, they would, like, the library was really trying to get people to come in there, and so they would have, like, this, it was like a competition type thing. I don't remember what it was called. It was, like, Battle of the Books or something like that. And and what happened is there was a list of, like, 20 books, and you were on a team of 5, and everyone would read those books, and then you'd come back and they'd have trivia, and it'd kind of be like not Jeopardy style, but like you'd have to buzz in to answer the question, and you'd get points, and at the end you won prizes. I wasn't a very reliable reader for my group, so the one book that I was required to read was Hank the Cowdog, a 50-page short story about a farm dog named Hank who would talk.
Nice. Well, there you go.
I knew all the answers to that book.
There you go.
But
damn, I don't remember that. They must have like not done that in my grade.
Yeah, I don't know.
That or I just didn't like join it. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't a very big thing. It was fun if you read, but I didn't read.
I feel that.
I don't have the attention span to read.
Yeah.
That's what I hate. I wish I did, man. Maybe my clone would have a better
probably.
attention span.
Yeah, that's what sucks is that you're gonna say, "Hey, Gillen, read a book," and he's gonna read it right there in front of you like it's nothing. He's gonna speed read. He's one of those that can like.
Yeah, oh, gotcha.
And I know it.
Yep.
Get red pilled. He must have hacked that into the simulation code.
Yeah, man.
So
maybe we should see if we can get stuff. Can you change your attributes after you've been entered into the Matrix?
almost like a character builder, like
Right,
take it
yeah.
into the Sims.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Customize it.
Like,
Pull those sliders around. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to. I'm sure there's a hack. It's first of all, how do we put in the cheat codes? What's the access command to get the cheat code menu up? That way I can say, slider up my speed reading all the way to 100. And then I can just look to a book.
Up, down, down.
Left, right,
Left,
B,
right.
A, start.
Yeah. It's B-A-B-A start.
B-A-B-A, start. Mm.
B-A Baracus.
Oh, I just tried it and it's already taken. That cheat code's taken.
Damn it.
So enter one with at least one capital and a letter. So is what it says.
Password with a capital W.
Password.
Password.
I didn't. Nope, didn't work.
Shit. Okay, well, we'll work on that.
We're gonna work on that, and we're gonna get back to you guys. Thank you so much to listening for this. Thank you so much to listening for this Conspiracy Facts podcast. It's been real, and we're shutting it down.
As people always say at my work, it's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't real fun.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice. That's some Southern charm.
That is.
No, we're not shutting it down, guys. We're here and we're going as good and as hard as ever. And so we're getting it done. Thank you so much for listening, guys. We are on iTunes. Thank you, sponsors. Don't forget to check out Adorable Aesthetic, my Patreon, and my merch store. And as always, technologicize your mind.
Technologicize your mind.
This has been Conspiracy Facts. Goodbye.
Doodle-doo.
Dylan, say bye.
Oh, wait. I thought you were going to hit stop, so bye.
All right. Doodly-doo.